Pete is an incredible business leader for the upstate and for the entire state. And let me put out there first that he is a Clemson alumnus, so we're really proud of him. But he's just a solid, steady leader. I think he's really appreciated by his team. When I talk with people at Michelin, they really love and respect Pete as a leader. And many of us, I think, really look up to him as a kind of a role model, just the way he leads, the tone in which he leads, his level of innovation, his humility, and the fact that he's just a great, solid person.
I think the most unique thing about Pete is this combination he's got of, he comes from a long military family, and so he was sort of raised from the earliest moments with the senses of duty and honor and responsibility. And while he has become a businessman, he hasn't left duty, honor, and responsibility behind. And he brings that every day, plus an innate leadership skill.
He's probably one of the most forthright and dedicated leaders I've ever met. I mean, this is a man that has commanded a battalion of men at West Point Military Academy, and at the same time, been a leader of Michelin's North America operations.
When you look at the impact that Michelin has had on the state of South Carolina, being really the first big foreign company that came here in the 1970s, and you realize as an American that he's achieved very senior positions both in France and here, you realize that he's a very accomplished individual and a great executive.
But you know, he is a special kind of person. In addition to being a great leader, he is very involved with the 22,000 employees he has. He encourages them to be supporters of their community, to be supporters of education and the environment. And diversity leadership is a real involvement he has had with his employees.
He's literally one that troops would follow into battle because, as I mentioned, he was a battalion commander at West Point. But at the same time, his employees are willing to take on any competitive challenge. And I say that because they all know Pete will be front and center leading the way.
I mean, he is leading an army of workers here and helping to lead South Carolina as well. So he has not stepped aside from leadership.
He has stepped out of his role in Michelin to take broader leadership roles on key issues in the state, especially with the state chamber and issues such as infrastructure needs and things of that nature.
He got out on a limb a few years ago about the horrible condition of the roads in the state. But Pete was the first business executive, I think, to stand up and say something about it. Now all of us recognize the need to fix these roads and the terrible cost all South Carolinians pay.
Pete is a gem of a guy. He's positive, he's humble, he's had such an impact on the upstate and the entire state, which in my mind makes him the perfect choice for the Chamber's Business Leader of the Year.